Okay, I'm Whitey Markle, and I am the Conservation Chairman for the Swanee St. John Sierra Club. And we have 15 counties that we're responsible to take care of the environment in. And so we cover an area from Jasper, which is almost in Georgia, to Chassahowitzka, which is the north end of Hernando County. So we have quite a big geographical area we're taking care of. I'm here primarily because I'm involved in a lot of organizations that deal with the environment, primarily Sierra Club, also Putnam County Environmental Council, and there's a group in Ocala called Smart Growth Coalition, and I'm in all of those groups. So, and I'm also a singer-songwriter, and I've written some environmental songs, and that's probably why I'm here today. So that's the background.
And could you tell us a bit more about the airboat legislation?
Legislation comes from Tallahassee. This came from the people of Alachua County. Because the illustrious legislature sanctioned the counties on their abilities to control airboat noise, and only airboat noise, the counties were left the responsibility of putting restrictions on the airboats. And so we lost a vote of, we won 3-2, but we lost because the legislature requires counties to vote 4 out of 5 when they're dealing with airboats, and only airboats. So then we had a petition drive, we put it on a local ordinance ballot in Alachua County. We collected over 12,000 petitions, and we won by 56% to 44%. 45,000 people voted for it. So that was pretty good in a right-wing election year. When a lot of students didn't show up to vote, we still got people out and got them to vote. So I feel great about it. Biggest thing I've ever done.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what have the reactions been, whether positive, negative?
Positive, of course. Of course. Nobody likes noise except people that are making noise. Yeah.
And what about the people making noise?
What about them? Has somebody told you to ask me these questions?
No.
Well, the airboaters have said they're going to go by the curfew. Everybody keeps asking me, what about the airboaters? The law is they don't go out there now after 7 p.m. And they're good law-abiding citizens. They don't go out there. It's just that simple.
So there hasn't been any trouble? So there hasn't been any trouble for you from those people?
No, we haven't heard a single airboat since January 1st. Actually, we think they thought it went into effect on November 2nd. We haven't heard them since after dark. I mean, we hear them, but not after dark, and that's what we want.
So what are the plans for the future? What's next?
What's next for me? A couple of pet projects. One is going to be a war on plastic bottles through the Sierra Club. And another one we're starting to pick up on is the out-of-control feral hogs on state property and private property. But mainly, we're concerned about state property because we own that, and they're destroying it. So that's 2 big ones coming up for me. And it's always water. We've got a legislature now that's very dangerous as far as our water is concerned. So those are the biggies.
And how's the festival been for you today?
A little bit ragtag. I got put into that songwriter circle, and I've had to come out of that, do this, and go right back on that next stage. And as soon as I get off of that stage, I go back to another stage, and then the day's over. So right now it's pretty hectic. In the meantime, I had to train a new bass player this morning.
I heard that.
So yeah, so, pretty busy today.
All right. Do you have any reflections you'd like to share about your experience or your life in Putnam County?
Yes, I would. I came here in 1963 as a young college student who had flunked out of FSU because I couldn't read. I went to Jacksonville High School and thought I could read, but I couldn't really read. So I came here because Jacksonville didn't have a junior college, and they had one here, and I hitchhiked down here and I took a test, and they said, you don't know how to read. We'll take your money and we'll give you a 2-hour reading course with credit. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, and it happened right here in Palatka. So I was able to sail on through college from that point. So I guess they pulled me out of the ditch here.
And how did you get started with your activism in the environment?
The airboat curfew. I wrote my master's thesis in urban planning at the University of Florida I finished it in 96. Started about 94 on airboat noise in Orange Lake, Florida. And so I pursued that issue up until last November when we got it passed. So, and Sierra Club was my friends, so I'm helping them now.
Okay. All right.